What's up, On Family? It's Yigal. Happy Friday. It's almost the weekend, and I hope you had an amazing Thursday. And I want to talk to you guys about a conversation I had yesterday. If you're joining in, remember to say hashtag replay or hashtag live, know that you're here. Just really quickly, we've got Power Up Pawn coming up next week. There's over 200 pawnbrokers already registered for Power Up Pawn. We've got 20 plus speakers. It's going to be 2 weeks of incredible information. And I first want to let you guys know how it works so that you don't freak out. Really quickly, you don't have to be, on every single call 3 or 4 times a day. The lives will be in the Facebook group. So make sure that when you registered, you got the link for the Facebook group. If you didn't, reach out to me. We'll get you the link. And then the videos will be in there for a certain amount of time so that you can watch them with your team, by yourself, whatever you want to do. With that said, I want to talk about overwhelm and burnout. And if it happened to you, let me know in the comments if you've ever been overwhelmed or burnout being in the pawn industry. Had a conversation with somebody yesterday who's been in the industry for 18 years, multiple stores. And the conversation we had wasn't about wanting to know what to do to grow the business. The conversation was about being overwhelmed and burned out and just unmotivated about growing the business. And that comes to the best of us when you don't have certain things in place, when you don't know, how to build that great culture, market, and strategize to grow your business. This operator took one chain, sold it, opened up another, started again, and now is burned out, is overwhelmed. Doesn't even know if, wakes up every single day and goes to work and just like with so much stress. And that happened to me back in the day. And let me know if it's ever happened to you. If you've ever woken up, had that burnout, had that stress, and tough. And what happens is when you don't have a plan, when you don't have the clarity of what you want, what it's going to look like, where you're going to go, that's when the overwhelm and the burnout occurs. When you don't have a plan that you wake up to every single day to say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is where we need to get to. This is the amount of new customers I need. This is the amount of new pawns we need. Whatever that is, when you don't have that clarity, you wake up stressed out. Picture yourself not having clarity in a relationship. Picture yourself not having clarity in your health. There's overwhelm, there's fear, there's stress that takes over. That's the same thing with your business. When you don't have clarity in your business, you get overwhelmed and stressed. This isn't about knowing the best methodology to be able to increase your pawn balance. Right now, what's needed is to have clarity, what you need to survive, what you need to hit that mark in you, and then work backwards to see exactly how many new customers you need. What's the customer acquisition cost? What's the customer value per year? And when you do the calculation, okay, I need 200 new pawns a month or whatever that is, right? So if you're overwhelmed and burned out, realize that you need clarity. Realize that it's not about having the game plan of who's doing more and asking, what about purses? And what about this? And what about this? It's what do I need at the moment to be able to make a difference in my business and not wake up every day to be overwhelmed and burned out. And when you do that, there'll be so much more clarity and you'll be more motivated. You'll be more inspired, because what happens is when you don't wake up motivated and inspired, how do you expect your management to be motivated and inspired? How do you expect your team to be motivated and inspired? Even if you work with family, how do you expect them to be motivated and inspired if you're overwhelmed and burned out consistently? And when that happens, when you're overwhelmed and burned out, you give that feeling to everybody else because you're not in control. You don't have clarity. You don't know the next steps. So the next step for you is to go to poweruppawn.com. Register for this event. It's a free event. There's absolutely no excuses for you to not register for this event. There's absolutely no excuses to jump in here and learn. There's 21 plus sessions. What if you attend 4 and learn one thing that will change the course of your business? What if you learn one thing that can add an extra $40,000 to your revenue by the end of the year? What if you learn one thing that will help you stay motivated and inspired so that you don't wake up with overwhelm and burnout? So if you haven't registered yet, go to Power Up Pawn right now and register. It's free registration. It doesn't cost anything. You know, pawnbrokers, when I told my friends doing this for free, they're like, Yigal, you're crazy. There's so much value, so many speakers, so much of your time. It's costing you thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to put this thing on with organizing and the speakers and all that type of stuff. Why would you do it for free? Because doing it because I want you to grow and learn because I care. But if you don't take the step to show up in your life, if you don't take the step to stop the excuses in your life, if you don't take the step to wake up and say something new has to happen, then you won't be able to grow. And you can go to 500 conferences, conventions, summits, and all that type of stuff. If you don't take action, what good is it just to say what's up to some friends, go to a bar, get drunk, go home, and then implement nothing into your life? See, the pawn industry has been suffering personally for years, for decades. What I mean personally suffering is that we're an industry that pats ourselves on the back when we're drinking so much alcohol and smoking and we're fat. And there's no celebration of health. There's no celebration of having a great marriage. There's no celebration of growing your pawn business in a healthy way so that you're there for your family. Yesterday I posted about the UNC basketball coach, Roy Williams. And, Jeff Williams said, it's the best post I've ever done. Because the one regret he had in his life, the one regret, he says, if I could do it again, I would do it a much better job at prioritizing my family. And as you're sitting there growing your business, trying to ask thousands of questions, the one question you're not asking yourself is, how do I do this and still be present for my family? Well, Power Up Pawn is just about that. We have Tony DiLorenzo, who has one of the top podcasts on marriages. That's right. I don't just care about growing your pawn balance. I care about improving your marriage. We have Chris Borghese, who's going to talk about communication and how to communicate better with your team, with your family, with your friends, with your spouse, whatever that is. So it's not just, I'm going to talk about health. So it's not just about growing your pawn balance, and it's so much more. Because you can have somebody come into your store and help you grow your pawn balance. But if you work 15 hours to do it and you are, overweight and dropping your marriage and all that type of stuff, was it worth it? So Power Up Pawn is going to help you grow your pawn balance, and it's going to help you live an epic life. So if you haven't signed up yet, let me know in the chat box. If you've signed up for it, say yes. If you haven't signed up yet, say no. Don't be afraid. I'm not going to call you out. Maybe I will. We'll see. I just want to see kind of who's watching, if you signed up or not. If you haven't, take this moment, go to poweruppawn.com. It's free, and I'm going to give you so much value. All you need to do is show up. And if in your life you're not showing up, then you're not putting in the work to get what you want, right? Dreams without work is just dreams. That's all they are. Okay? So with that said, I'm going to get back to organizing this event. We'll talk to you guys soon. Have an amazing, amazing Friday. And I'm sure you'll see me live later on in the day. Stay safe, stay healthy. Love you all.